I don't know if this is gonna work, but I think it's worth a shot. I'm at high altitude, I cannot breathe. As I previously mentioned, I'm here in South Dakota to establish residency. Like I said in my last video, I was able to quit smoking cigarettes and eating fast food. And what I didn't mention to you guys is that I also quit smoking marijuana while I was in the Black Hills. And a part of me thought, well, maybe I was able to do that because I didn't have access to it. And so every time I craved it, it was like I was so far away from a store. It was like, no, just let the craving pass. So I was a little like afraid to come back and be so close to a city. And it was just amazing, like being here for the last week and a half. I haven't had any of those cravings for any one of those things. I mean, I've quit things cold turkey in the past, and it was such a struggle. Like every day I just always craved those things that I had quit. And like I'm not lying, like my cravings are gone. Like I'm not craving fast food anymore because I was eating so much. Like the last 6 months traveling, blowing through all the 20 different states I was driving through, and smoking just so much, just smoking so much, you know? And I just kind of like woke up when Buddy had his eye removed. I know one of you said you just wanted to shake me. Well, that night that I got the paper saying his eye needed to be removed, something shook me. And it was like, what are you doing? What are you doing traveling around all these states with marijuana in your vehicle? Do you know that like it's a jail sentence here in South Dakota if you have marijuana on you? What are you doing traveling around with a driver's license that I believe is suspended in California because that cop in PA wrote me an email and told me that it was. He like ran to my driver's license. So Miles chewed it up too. What are you doing driving around with like your life? Like what are you doing thinking that you're invincible, you know? And that night I just like something woke up inside of me. And then when I was in the Black Hills and Buddy was healing, I ended up healing too. And I just found out that I would just have this zest for life all of a sudden. And I can't explain the spiritual experience that I've had here. It's just unexplainable. But something happened to me. And yeah, so now I've been close to all those things that I, cigarettes and fast food and having mail so I can get like marijuana mailed to me if I wanted to. Like I have the access to it, and I haven't craved any of it. The cravings are gone, and I'm not even lying. I have not like cheated, or there isn't even like, that's not even a term for me. Like there is no like, it's just not who I am anymore. And so as this DMV appointment is approaching, it just made me think like, hey, what is it that you want to do next? And I don't want to be the girl that drinks the whole bottle of wine anymore. I've already told you guys, if you've watched a few videos, that I picked up a bottle of Belvedere back when I was 22 years old in order to cope with some really bad things that were happening to me. And that was the worst decision I ever made in my life, because ever since then, for the last 13 years, I've just been a really heavy drinker. I can drink any one of my friends under the table. But unfortunately, it's not good. Like, not only if I look back at every bad thing that ever happens to me, every cell phone I've ever broken, every fight I've ever caused, every time I lose something, it's financially destructed me. There's always been like alcohol involved in all those instances, and I'm tired of it. I have this new desire to like live my life, and it's been 13 years of this heavy drinking, and it's gonna kill me. That's what's gonna kill me. First, I'm gonna lose all my teeth, I'm gonna have a bunch of health issues, and then I'm gonna die. And there's been a lot of signs on this journey. I've met so many people, and they would just randomly strike up conversations saying, yeah, my wife and I, we both quit cigarettes. Unfortunately, it was too late for her.
Well, I quit in 95, she quit in 90. And I got away with it. She did.
How did you find out that you had to get a bypass?
Oh, I was in bad shape.
Well, you can't breathe?
You can't breathe.
Yeah. The minute the walk started to go any uphill at all, I was having an angina.
I had a new aorta valve from a cow put in it.
Cigarettes finally killed him at 81.
God, I'm still so bad. I still smoke every once in a while.
Yeah, you should quit. But if I would have quit, my brother quit. And I quit with him, but then after 9 years, I started back up. But if I would have quit when he quit, he can still go out and cut wood and stuff. I can't.
There's just been multiple people that told me that, yeah, they wish they never picked up a cigarette in their life, older people. And so that was like a huge awakening to me, like, oh my God, I feel like there's something telling me that this needs to become a priority in my life. And recently, I've just met some, just not even recently, it's been like the past 4 months, I've just met these random people that just strike up conversation about alcohol and say that like, oh yeah, I lost a friend at 45. All of his heavy drinking caught up to him and he died. Another person said, yeah, I knew my husband and I, like, it always seems to be 11 years. Like either 11 years they stop drinking or 11 years they don't and they die. Something is calling me to put in the work because I don't want to die anymore. So I have decided that I am going to pack up this Bronco and we're going to go and spend the next 3 months in national forests by myself with the dogs. I am going to travel through Colorado, Montana, and Idaho, and we're just going to spend that time seeing if these national forests have the power to heal my drinking problem. So I need you guys to leave in the comments below, you know, if you have any tips and tricks for like preserving produce. I know back in the Black Hills, it was just going bad within a couple of days, not having a refrigerator. Healthy foods that are in cans, if you know any of that. Things that you think that I'm gonna need to just be out in the wilderness by myself with the dogs, breathing in some Mother Nature and getting all this sorted out. So that's the plan. That's what we're doing. And if you guys want to come along for the ride, I hope you do. So let's get this Bronco ready. Leave in the comments below what you guys think I'm gonna need. You know, I have a few spare parts, you know, a solenoid. I need to buy a bunch of fuses, relays. What do you guys think I'm gonna need in you know, in case this Bronco breaks down? I've got a spare tire. I have a way to change the tire. You know, just whatever you guys think is gonna help me be able to live in different national forests for the next 3 months. I would really appreciate the help. And yeah, any kind of car parts that you think that I should have on hand, just in case they go out. Oh, and if you're thinking weapons, that's coming up. You guys are gonna be pretty excited to see the video when it comes to what weapons I plan to bring. I'm making a whole video about that, and that will be right after I get my driver's license. So stay tuned, and thanks for the help, and I hope you guys have a wonderful night, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.